Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make Aloo Methi or a potato and fenugreek leaf curry. This curry is so delicious and fenugreek leaves are actually very good for you. So you can have this curry as often as you like. Let's get cooking. You'll need 140 grams of fenugreek leaves, and I like to use frozen fenugreek leaves because I always have it in my freezer and it's readily available in the supermarket as well, and it saves time, cleaning it up and everything. So I highly recommend you using frozen fenugreek leaves. 80 grams of chopped onion, so this is about one medium onion. 140 grams of chopped up potatoes, so I've cubed them up into about 2 centimeter cubes. And 80 grams of chopped up tomato. This would be one tomato, but I didn't have any big tomatoes, so I'm using the small Roma tomatoes here. For the tempering, you'll need 2 tablespoons of oil, and here I'm using 1 tablespoon of oil that I used in deep frying my sieve. So you can use oil that you've used to deep fry as long as you mix it with normal oil. So this is 1 tablespoon of oil that I use for deep frying, plus 1 tablespoon of clean oil, and a half a teaspoon of cumin seeds for the tempering. We'll also be adding 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic chili paste, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 of a teaspoon of red chili powder, and you can add more if you like it hot, and 1 teaspoon of Coriander-Cumin Powder. And be sure to check out my video on how to make your Coriander-Cumin Powder at home. So I have to tell you, when I started to shoot this video, it was pouring with rain outside, and now it's crazy. The sun is out and it looks like it's summer. And Lando, my little puppy, he just loves sitting out in the sun. So he's just sitting by the door here and sunbathing. All right, so I've got my shallow pan here ready to go. It's a non-stick pan, and I'm gonna start my heat on a medium-high heat, the number 7. All right, so the first thing we'll do is we'll add the oil, and we're gonna let the oil heat up for a few seconds. Then I'll add the cumin seeds and let them sizzle, but make sure they don't burn. Then we're gonna add the onions, and we're just gonna fry them until they've softened a bit. Now that they've softened a bit, we're going to add the potatoes in here. And we're going to add the spices as well so they cook with the potatoes. And I've reduced the heat to the number 4 just so that the spices can cook nicely with the potatoes. And we're going to cook the potatoes until they're about 75 to 80% cooked, and then we'll add the fenugreek leaves in here and then the tomatoes. So I am going to turn my heat down so that my curry doesn't burn and the spices don't burn. The potatoes are not quite there, but I can smell, it smells amazing. Alright, so my potatoes have been cooking for about 10 to 15 minutes total, and they're still a bit hard, but they're about 75 to 80% cooked. So now I'm going to add my fenugreek leaves in here. So this has been defrosting at room temperature, and there is a little bit of water in there. Just natural moisture from the fenugreek leaves themselves. But if you want to add some more water in here, you can. So I'm just going to let this cook together, covered. So the reason I like to add onions in here, because it adds a little bit of sweetness, some natural sweetness to the curry. And I like to add tomatoes because the citrus from the tomatoes counteracts the bitterness. Some people add lemon juice. You can add lemon juice if you like lemon juice, but this is how I like the curry, and I think you should definitely try it. Now, I will warn you that once you have fenugreek curry, a few days later you might smell the aroma of fenugreek in your sweat. It actually does come out in your pores, so you might start smelling of it. But the benefits of having fenugreek is far, I think it outweighs the cons of it, and it tastes delicious. It's supposed to reduce your cholesterol. You can look online and see what it does for you, but it's definitely worth trying this dish. So this has been cooking on a very, very low heat for about 10 minutes, and it's coming along nicely. And if my potatoes are done, then I'll probably add the tomatoes. So I'm just going to check and see if they're soft enough. No, they need to cook a little bit longer, so I'm going to let this continue to cook. I have not added any water in here, but if you feel like it's sticking and there's not enough water, feel free to add some. All right, an additional 5 minutes, and now I'm just going to go ahead and put the tomatoes in. And we're just going to go ahead and let this cook on a very low heat until the tomatoes are softened and the potatoes are completely done. And then you can taste it to see if you need to adjust any of the seasonings. So I don't know if you guys can hear, but it is just pouring with rain right now again. So I'm just going to let it continue to cook. Lando's always watching me in the kitchen, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Aren't you, Lando? All right, my curry is done. I'm just going to dish it out into a plate. And there you have it, another easy and delicious dish from my kitchen. It goes so well with just some plain roti. You can have it with rice and curry or dal, however you like it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all soon for some more cooking inspiration. And check out my website milhan.com for the full written recipe.